This will give you just a rough idea of a director instructing his cast how to play a scene. Mr. Charles Boyer at the piano and Mr. Goulding, the director, taking the place of Joan Fontaine, who is watching Mr. Goulding off scene. Mr. Goulding evidently was not at all satisfied with his rehearsal, so he will endeavor to get into character by wearing Miss Fontaine's hat and play up to Mr. Boyer. All right, Eddie, give out.
So I'll start, I'll count 4 first. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And now, what the movie public demands, a real 55-cent love scene.
I say, that was a scorcher.
You always act so funny, Leslie.
Oh, you're gorgeous, Charlotte. Give us another.
I say, that was a scorcher.
You always act so funny, Leslie.
You're gorgeous, Charlotte. Give me another.
I say, that was a scorcher.
Well, you always act so funny, Leslie.
You're gorgeous, Charlotte. Give us another.
I say, that was a scorcher.
You're always so funny, Leslie.
Oh, you're gorgeous, Charlotte. Give us another. I say, that was a scorcher.
You always act so funny, Leslie.
You're gorgeous, Charlotte. Come on, give us another.
She has to do this. You see, she took some medicine and forgot to shake the bottle. Ho, ho, ho.
And if the case isn't settled by then, I'm going to give the estate away to the Salvation Army, and I knew goddamn well I was going to say it.
I'm through.
Are you hurt?
No, this thing threw me. What is it?
Here he is, Copper. Dennis Daniel O'Hara, alias Red. He's guilty of cracking his...
Oh, yes, my darling. 1,000 times yes, and if he doesn't cut, I don't know what in the hell I'm gonna do.
Oh, that must be Bert now. I told him to meet me here. The goddamn match won't strike. Stinks. Just pinning a medal on you for getting me fired.
If you'd kept your bustle inside this juke, I might have a chance to bring to see...
Now, what's your news?
Oh, I got a letter from goddamn Drake. Dear Drake, glad to hear that you're feeling good and everything's going so well. We skipped that. Of course, I'm...
Paris. Oh, Paris. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
I suppose it's a pretty big field, sir.
Maybe too big. Maybe 100 years off. Of course, you can never tell. Hey, I'm not talking the dialogue for...
Cassie was poisoned. Then quite a bit later, Dr. Tower shot himself. He hadn't been dead very long when the cook came in and found him.
And I forgot the rest of the line from there, but it'd be great if I could remember it.
Pretty lucky. But I didn't have anything to do with the murder, or whatever you call it. God damn it.
I just happen to remember Bentley. He flew one over there and never came up, never came back, never showed up. The son of a bitch drowned.
What's caught your eye, Humphrey? Oh, I can see why you're having trouble keeping your eyes focused. Too much for you, huh? Poor fella. You just rest quietly. Well, the return of the man who came to dinner.
For God's sake.
And the laws of the state of California. Therefore, who God hath joined together, let no man put asunder. That'll make a goddamn good one for somebody where they're having this thing someday.
I accuse Goff of being a racketeer, and I want him brought to trial.
Very well.
Was that close to it? Fine.
And now he wants $190.
Why that amount?
Because he knows that's what we've got saved up. Mr. Johnson and I have been saving for a long time. No. Again? And now he wants $190.
Why that amount?
Because he knows that's what we've got saved up. Mr. Johnson and I have been saving for a long time to buy a boat with two... How is that one you've got there?
All right, march to ground quarters. Ground quarters? What the hell is ground quarters?
Get out of there, will you? Not like that. I nearly cut my throat. Hey, what's that? Right there.
Take a ride with it.
Making a future for their kids. That's something you can't buy them. Oh, Christ. God damn.
All right, 25 years pass. He keeps... Frozen, that's all.
Do you hear me? Come with me to the cellar.
Wait a minute.
Yes, 13. God damn it,
Jeez. Figured out a new thing. New setup. For you and me. You got me?
Since when do we get to be such butt?
Oh, boy, I'm sorry about that out there, but Cully, he's getting too big for his britches. That's the trouble with Cully. He's getting too big for his britches. Cully, he's getting too big for his britches. I looked on the wrong side of the camera.
She doesn't know her name.
Doctor, I can't help it. It's orders.
All right, I'll tell you her name. Her name? What the hell is her name?
Always subject to your approval, Doctor. Dog doesn't eat dog, eh?
Oh, I'm not a practicing physician. Now, what the hell do I say? If ever there was a stupid 14-carat dumb cluck who ought to have his own head examined, that's me.
Do you believe me now?
I'll be goddamned if I know what the hell to say.
Give me oxygen. Oh, Jesus Christ. Having a hell of a time.
There we are, boys, ass and all.
Come on, lift it.
All right, you dive keeper. Now, do you think for a second that we're going to come in this crummy goddamn place against you crazy?
Which way?
Okay. Has this officer in now?
What'd you feel about her? You thought it was all over, but it wasn't. It's still there. Like a... God damn, it's still in you.
Father, 41. Oh, remember, Mrs. Stanley, I too am giving up something. It would make a whale of a broadcast. Huh?
Say something, Mr. Keeley. Say something. Cut it.
Maggie, you know that one of my cardinal principles is never to interfere in anybody else's wife. Wife.
Don't look at me and say that.
Yes, I arrived in white tie and tails to be met by two bewigged butlers who very quietly proceeded to take my trousers off. I was then ushered in my lemon yellow shorts, God damn it. Have we ever met our friend? Sherry, my own. If you really must know the truth, then I've bloody well gone again on the same goddamn line.
But Sherry, darling, I've been so worried. Now seeing you in this chair.
This chair fits my fanny as nothing else ever has. I'm feeling
Who would have thought an hour ago I'd be on my way to South Carolina? Life is just full of surprises, isn't it?
Will you both stop this violent headache? Shall I tell you how I glittered through the South Seas like a silver scimitar? Or would you rather hear how I finished a 3-act play with one hand whilst making love to a Maharaja with... Oh.
Sorry, guess I had your hat. That's all right, I had yours. Well, then I must have yours. Then you've got mine. Say, we girls certainly have trouble with our hats. You give me mine or I'll hit you with my beaded bag. Mr. Flynn was always one for exercise. He got those big shoulders playing tennis, his big arms from golf, his big chest from swimming, and you ought to see his great big... But can you blame a fella if he likes to ride horseback? Well, Mr. Flynn seems to be making eyes at someone. When Errol gets this look in his eye, look out, girls. It only means one thing. And oh boy, look at the little number he's promised to screen test this time. Careful, my little pigeon. There's a Seahawk after you. Mr. Flynn's in a bad way, but he claims these eyes are helpful when he eats in a restaurant. With one eye, he can watch his dinner, while the other watches his hat and coat. The glamour boy in action. Oh, Errol, you kiss so divinely. Yeah, I used to be a Boy Scout bugler.
I still can't raise my ass off the ground.